Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show. And today I've got a very interesting video for you guys. I've got a brand new release by Aviate Watches, the Spitfire Type 300, model number AV407344, and it retails for £350 sterling for 2020. But before I do the unveiling, let's do a quick wristwatch check to see what I'm sporting today. And today I'm sporting the Spinnaker Bradner, and I've got it on a blue croc strap. It really complements the dial very well. But let's get back into why you're here, to see the new release of the Spitfire. And as you can see, it comes with the traditional Aviate boxes we come to expect, that military style drop-off box. Very cool. And as you can see, I've got some of my model aeroplanes here. I am a bit of an aviation geek. Like I've said many times, I do visit the RAF Museum in Colindale, northwest London, to check out the planes and just sit in there and look at the cockpit. It's very cool, and you're going to see some real inspiration from the Spitfire and the actual cockpit itself. But let's pop the box and unveil the new Spitfire Type 300s. And let's take a closer look for you guys. Let's have a look here. Now, before I give you my first impression, let's get the specification out the way, and we'll talk a little bit more about the watch in general, and I'll let you know my initial thoughts on the timepiece. Now, the watch itself is a Flieger style watch. The case diameter is 42 millimeters. The case thickness comes in at 13 millimeters, and the lug width, band width, is 22. And as you can see at the back, it's got a Miyota movement there, and it's 50 meters water resistant. This one comes in a black, well, not a black, it's like a gunmetal PVD finishing. Very nice indeed, and it really does complement it, the dial as well. And it also comes with some very cool grey straps as well, which are very nice, so you can really mix up the timepiece, and I think it looks very cool. Now, the watch itself comes in many different variations, and I'll leave an image there for you guys to check out the different finishes. So you've got the steel with a few different color combos there, and you've got a black PVD and this gunmetal PVD, which are slightly more expensive than the steel ones, coming at £335 sterling, and the actual PVD finishing comes at £350. To be honest with you, I'm a bigger fan of the PVD finishing. Just very cool, very nice indeed. Now, first impressions, what do I make of the watch? Well, at 42 millimeters, it's a good size. Not too big, not too small. In terms of the Flieger styled watch, I think it's going to please a lot more wrists out there. It's going to appeal to a wider audience, because Aviate watches, some people say they're a little bit overdone, a little bit too fussy. I quite like them because I like aviation in general, and I can see where they take their inspiration from from the cockpits of the planes they're paying tribute to. And this one is no different. So if you look at the cockpit of the Spitfire, and I'll leave an image there, you can see that the similarities in the cockpit that's been implemented in the design of the dial, which is very nice indeed. And going back to the watch itself, you can see here this grey finish and the large numerals and the date function there at 3 o'clock, and the second sub dial there, and it's very nice indeed. I have to say, this one is probably going to appeal to a lot more people because it's got more traditional watch design, I have to say. And the other ones are nice. I quite like them, but I think this one is a more of a traditional type, watch, I have to say, with a Flieger design. Large legible numerals there, very nice. 50 meters water resistant. It's got a sapphire crystal on both sides, and what I really like about this watch is that they've decorated the rotor, the Spitfire. How cool is that, guys? Very nice indeed, I have to say. That really is. Get that in the lights. Yeah, you can see that. It's very nice, I have to say. Very impressive. I like that. That's really cool. You know, that really is a nice touch. The bracelet is good as well. It's a bit of a oyster style bracelet, I have to say. This finishing is really nice. It's got a brush finish, and it's highly finished polish on top of the lugs there. But one thing you've got to have a look at the case there. It's taking inspiration from the Spitfire itself. And let's leave an image there so you can see what I'm talking about, where you can see the similarities. Very nice indeed. But overall, I like this one. I think it would definitely appeal to more people. It's not too big. It's not too small. If I was being overly critical, I would say I would have made the actual numerals slightly smaller. It makes the watch look quite big. I think they were a little bit smaller. It may have even looked even more sophisticated, but that's just personal preference, I have to say. Let's get it on the wrist to see how it looks. I haven't sized the bracelet up yet, guys, so bear with me. I should have really sized it up for this video. Yep, where's on the wrist? Well, I need to size it up to give you guys a better impression. The loom is pretty good on this watch as well. Let me leave an image there for you guys as well. Very nice indeed. Yeah, it won't appeal to everybody, you know, in terms of the dial, but it's cool. If you're into, you know, gimmicky type theme watches, it's something that will be of interest to you. It's a nicely made quality watch. You know, they've stepped it up, you know, especially it's got sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating as well, which is very nice to see on an AV8 watch. You know, it's a notch up in quality from other AV8 watches that I've seen. So well done, AV8. I think this one will do very well, I have to say. This Flieger style watch, very cool indeed. Yeah, good loom, decent movement, 350 bucks, quite reasonable. But I am offering a considerable discount via the DeeTimeLove channel, as I am an affiliate of AV8 Watches. And if you do decide to purchase through the DeeTimeLove promo code, I do get a little bit of commission, and it helps me continue producing videos like I do for you guys on the channel. But anyway, guys, leave your comments below on your thoughts on this particular timepiece. I'd be interested to see what your thoughts are and whether you'd want to purchase the watch. But cool piece, very cool. I'm a bit of an aviation geek. As you can see from my little toys here, I am a real aviation geek. So it's not for everybody, but, you know, it's not a real aviation timepiece. It's basically a bit of a gimmicky themed watch, but it looks good on the wrist. Nice color combo, and I love the finishing of the PVD. Anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.